All right, welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into a topic that's not just fascinating, but also incredibly relevant in our daily live show to deal with paranoid individuals. You know, those people who seem to be wrapped up in their own world, often self-centered and narcissistic, right? It's like they're giant babies, throwing tantrums when things don't go their way.
Oh, wow, giant babies? That's such a vivid image. Can you explain a bit more about what you mean by that? Like, are we talking about someone who just can't handle criticism or...
Exactly. So when we say they're like giant babies, it's about their emotional immaturity. They're so focused on their own feelings that they often neglect the growth of others around them. It's crucial to understand that when you're dealing with someone like this, you have to learn to show weakness, but that doesn't mean you're weak. It's more about making them feel valued, you know?
That's interesting. So it's like you're not giving in to them, but rather you're finding a way to connect. Can you give an example of how that might look in a real-life situation?
Absolutely. Let's say you're in a meeting and a colleague is being particularly paranoid about their ideas being stolen. Instead of confronting them head-on, which could escalate the situation, you might say something like, "I really appreciate your perspective on this. It's important to me too." This way, you're validating their feelings without compromising your own stance.
Oh, I see. So it's like you're kind of disarming them with kindness. But what if they just keep pushing back? Like, do you have to keep validating them forever?
Great question. You don't want to be a doormat, right? So, after establishing that communication channel, you can express your views more clearly. But remember, don't have overly high expectations. The higher your expectations, the deeper your disappointment can be.
That makes sense. It's like when you're waiting for a movie to be amazing, and then it's just, okay, you feel let down.
Exactly. And when you're dealing with paranoid individuals, it's essential to keep a certain distance. Think of it like a protective bubble. You want to engage, but you also need to safeguard your own emotional well-being.
Wow, that's such a smart way to look at it. So it's like having a shield while still being open to communication. But how do you actually maintain that distance without coming off as cold or dismissive?
That's a delicate balance. You can maintain that distance by setting clear boundaries. For instance, if they start to spiral into paranoia, you can gently steer the conversation back to neutral topics, or even excuse yourself if it gets too intense. It's about protecting your space while still being respectful.
I love that. It's like knowing when to step back and when to engage. But what if they don't respect those boundaries?
That's where it gets tricky. If they don't respect your boundaries, you may need to be more assertive. It's okay to say, "I need some space right now." Remember, you're not responsible for their reactions, only for how you choose to respond.
Wow, that's so empowering. It's like taking control of your own emotional landscape, right?
Exactly. And that's the key takeaway here. By understanding how to navigate these relationships, you can protect your own mental health while still being compassionate.
I can't wait to try this out. Thanks for sharing all these insights.